We got to have some kind of theme music for our shit, man.
Come on, man. Let's go.
We're not going to be coming in here rushing this shit.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
What are we talking about?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Rhodes, our man, Coach Bird.
What's up?
Hey, episode, what is this, 37, Coach Pot? Episode 37, Unscripted Coaches. Before we go any further, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already done so, and share it out as much as possible. Listen, we're going to jump right into it. Coach Bird found this article. Local news station, WRL News, posted this news story. Bill Belichick.
Posted it today.
The title is, oh man, where'd it go?
Well, the knives are out, guys. That's what I'm going to tell you. The knives are out right now.
No.
With Coach Belichick.
Divided locker room, disastrous results, players, parents blame Belichick culture for UNC problems. Let's start right here. Parents. It's time to let go.
Yeah.
What does the parents got to do? This ain't high school.
You do it enough, you're in high school.
This ain't high school. This is college football. Your children are getting paid money to go play there, or they're getting a scholarship. Your time is up. You got to back up off of this deal.
So why are you worried about who gets a privileged parking place or stuff like that? Come on, man. Come on.
It's an unstructured mess, a source with firsthand knowledge. Okay, this stuff drives me, a source with firsthand knowledge. It's an unstructured mess. There's no culture, no organization. It's a complete disaster. Hey, listen, let me tell you what's a complete disaster? The results on the field.
Carolina football is a disaster.
They're in bad shape.
They're bad.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I'll just be honest with you. Is there some coaching stuff that they need to change? Maybe. All right, let's don't get it twisted. The NFL and college football are still different.
NFL is a job. That's a job.
Here's the thing, though. It's a job. But it's way too early to be questioning Bill Belichick and what he's doing as a coach. All right, now we got on here and we cracked the jokes with the press conference after the TCU game. That was like fun and games. This stuff is crazy, man.
Number one, and you've seen it on the pro. Bill Belichick ain't never been a player. I mean, he's never interacted with the players during the game. You can see that in the NFL. Yeah. He's kind of to himself. That's just his demeanor. That's what type of person he is. And now he's not that jump around, holler kind of coach. He gets all in there buddies with his players. He's business. He's still got that NFL mentality.
Here's your quote. Here's your quote. It's all starting at the top, and the boys are being affected. A parent of a current UNC player said, under the condition of, they don't want their name released. This is a quote now from the article. I don't fault the players. I fault the leadership that created this toxic environment. There's an individualistic mindset. The boys are young and they're feeding into it. I don't fault the players. How do you know? Are you there the entire practice, or are you just taking the word of your son? Where are you getting this stuff at? See, this is the same thing that happens at the high school level. See, at the high school level, you kind of got to deal with it a little bit because, hey, listen, they're high school, you're still with them and all right? But college, it's a different thing. Here's the problem. There's a talent deficiency in Chapel Hill right now. There's a talent deficiency.
They can't compete. They can't even compete in ACC.
He brought in 70 players. Which one of them was a big name player he brought in? The quarterback they brought in was from South Alabama. I'm not bashing South Alabama. It ain't like he went to Alabama and got their quarterback, okay? What's the biggest name recruit that came over in the portal? They went in, there was a problem, okay? They tried to fix it. They want things done their way. They had to overhaul stuff, okay? People left after spring. You want me to tell you what I thought? This is what I thought. People don't like to work hard.
Yeah.
They don't like to work hard. That's what I thought. Some people don't like it.
If you go read in that thing, he said he interviewed all the players to come in and talk to him, but they were all about themselves. They really won't help in the program.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then the people talking about this is destroying his legacy. Come on, guys. He's won 6 Super Bowls, one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time. And he may not be a success in college.
He may not.
He may not be able to adjust to it.
Way too early to make these kind of claims, though.
And Mac Brown, he had the open door policy. He's always had that.
Yeah.
And like my dad said, he was one of the few college coaches at the coaching clinic that would come up and talk to you.
Yeah, and he'd know your name.
Yeah.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with either of these.
No.
They're supposed to coach the way they're supposed to. Here's another good one, Burr. It started with recruits coming in acting entitled to certain things. That's a football, that's college football wide, okay? That's why you're seeing all this parity in college football right now. How many teams you say were ranked in the top 10 that ain't even ranked now?
Number 1 and 2 are out. Texas is gone, and Penn State's gone.
Boom. So they're gone. There's a lot of people that feel entitled. That's a societal issue, but it's magnified in college. We've been talking about that. We got so tired of talking about it that we stopped talking about NIL and transfer portal.
Because it's the money.
Because of this. Yeah, they feel entitled. Yes, they feel entitled. They were brought in a rush moment. They probably got them some money, okay? They come in there, there's some fancy stuff. A lot of them come from smaller schools, come to these bigger schools. They're entitled.
And we talked about, they said there ain't no camaraderie in the locker. They ain't gonna be. There's a few that stay from Mac Brown, and now you bring 50 or 60. They ain't got nothing to jail with. They ain't been there long. So you can't, I just don't understand it. But Carolina's going to lose a lot more games, guys. They're going to lose a lot more. They might not win another game. They may win one more. So this thing's going to amplify and get worse and worse. You're going to hear more about this stuff. But I've always said players win games now, guys. Players win games. The Jimmys and the Joes. But don't go say, like, Belichick ain't structured and stuff like that. I guarantee you everything's to a T. Just because he don't go there and pat you on the butt if you do something good, so be it. That comes from coming up from Little League and high school. You've been told how good you were. You get patted on the back. Good job. And then when you get up to reality, and I know the NFL is a job. College football is a program. But a lot of kids, it's fun in high school. They can't handle when to go to college and play because it is a job in a sense. It is a job in a sense. They demand more out of you. You ain't getting babied, guys. If you don't like it, find another sport. But kind of lay out, and the parents, come on now. This, like Coach said, this is not Little League, middle school. All you're looking at is the dollars. I'm going to tell you right there. That's what some of the parents are looking at.
Hey, listen, this was a long story, Bert. I skimmed it earlier. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure they got some issues. With, and people say, well, he's got a son or two that's coaching on the staff, and he's making more than assistant coaches. Come on, get a man 2-3 years. I don't even know if he'll put up and deal with this stuff. He's not going to deal with this stuff. He's not going to deal with that.
Yeah. Well,
and you got an opportunity to meet him this week, guys.
Yeah.
He shook his hand.
Shook his hand.
He didn't have a conversation with you, did he?
No. But you know what? It was like, hey, in the back of my mind, I was like, if I get to meet him, maybe we could film it and put on a show. But it happened so casually, I didn't know what to do. Got to go up to the game, experience the game day with our boy Trayshawn. Okay, awesome experience. All right. I'll tell you what was organized. All of that stuff. That was organized. They come in, they come out. Their players were scheduled. I saw them coming in and out of the tunnel. There's a lot of. I think this is what it is. They're not playing well, and the parents can't handle it because guess what? They really know. Guess what? They know is coming.
What?
They're fixing to turn it over. They're going to turn that roster over. So all of a sudden, their feelings are hurt. The baby's fixing to lose his spot. He's going to have to go somewhere else. I think that's what it is, and I don't mean to be ugly, but at some point you got to cut it loose.
The chancellor said this ain't an overnight process.
No.
Carolina is not like he was falling into a Mecca college football program. No. Mike won some, but it's not like it was a dynasty. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, guys. But don't say it's tarnishing. Don't say, and I'm sure you can look at his interviews, and guys, he ain't a people person.
That's right.
It's different from Dabo and him all the talk and that's just the way he's done things, and he's won 6 damn Super Bowls.
6 Super Bowls. So, well, hey, I want to talk about this real quick. We're talking about some coaches. We're talking about Bill Belichick. Bird brought it up. I think there's some validity to this. Now, whether or not they can afford to do it or it's the decision they make, but Penn State coach James Franklin, I think he's a fantastic coach.
He's on the hot seat.
But here's the deal. I think he is. Okay, he's done a good job.
Yeah.
But is that enough these days?
Not enough.
I think these schools are pushing the pace. They want to stay up to date and current. And we've talked about it, kind of joked about it in the past. Hey, they've not really won the big game. Last year they got into the college football playoffs. I thought they played well. Everybody was expecting them to be back this year. Highly anticipated matchup with Oregon. They go, Oregon beats them. And then this past week they lose to UCLA.
You know what? No, I'm going to bring this up. I am going to bring this UCLA thing.
What's up?
They were 0-4, right?
Yeah. What happened?
That's the worst defeat in the past. This is what it's in 35 years from an 0-4 non-ranked team, not worth the beating the top 5 team.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst in 40 years.
That's
so
a lot.
Now they throw. If that shows you, like if you don't come to play, I mean, the quarterback, if you
Well, they got talent too.
I mean, and they just jumped on them, and you know how it is. If you get behind guys, it's hard. You get the momentum on the other side, it's hard to catch up.
Not a lot of great games this week. I am excited about my Pirates going to Tulane Thursday night. I hope they put up a good showing. But I want to hit on this. A lot of these are SEC matchups. I think one that's going to be interesting to watch is Alabama going to Missouri. Missouri is just kind of flying under the radar. They've climbed up to number 14 in the country. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not a huge fan of Eli Drinkwitz, but hey, you got to tip your cap to him. Guy's done a good job building the program down there. One of the SEC schools that doesn't have the same types of resources and rich tradition. He's done a good job. That's a game I'm interested in watching. Another one that that's a 12 o'clock kickoff.
I mean, there's a few good ones.
Ohio State plays Illinois. I think they smash them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a real good one.
Ohio State's the real deal now. I mean, I don't know if they ain't better than they were last year. I know it's hard to say, but they are damn good.
Well, they hadn't had those big matchups yet outside of beating Texas in the beginning of the year, but Texas has fallen off, so you kind of forget about them some.
They got weapons.
Here's a good one, though. This is going to be interesting to watch now. This is the kind of game that could give Oregon a problem. They got Indiana going to Oregon this weekend. Indiana, they're kind of like that giant slayer.
We saw what Indiana
kind of like that giant slayer, so it's going to be a good one. That's a 3:30 kick. You got Oklahoma and Texas, Red River rivalry. It's just a pageantry of that show. But there's one that I really want to talk about. There's two 7 o'clock games that I think is worth simplify.
You know, while you're looking that up, you know whose name's voting the Heisman candidate now? I know we did. Beck.
Yeah, Carson Beck.
Him and Oregon, or that's the two battling for the Heisman right now.
Hey, this is the one I'm really curious to see. I think it sets itself up for LSU to blow South Carolina out of the water.
Yeah.
South Carolina goes to LSU. It's a 7:45 kick.
Yeah.
Now they're LSU the favorite. They get 9.5 points. Here's the thing though, Shane Beamer needs a win.
Yep.
And he tends to have moments where his teams kind of come alive. Lenore Sellers is dangerous. LSU's coming off of that loss at Ole Miss. That's gut-wrenching. We talked about it. Brian Kelly doesn't really have a real good win this year. I don't even know if they beat South Carolina if it's a good win. But what I'm saying is, if there's an upset, watch. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But if I'm curious as an upset this week, I'm looking at that South Carolina game.
And LSU players read the paper too, dog. They're sitting there saying, well, they're out of the college playoffs, so now some of them might say, that's a good letdown spot.
What's that money line look like? Plus 280. Would that be worth betting on?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty high.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for
$100 to win you 280.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for a little sleeper right there, I'm liking that one. And I'll tell you another game that I think is going to be interesting to watch, because Texas A&M has climbed up to number 5 in the country. They're undefeated right now.
Pretty good.
They got Florida coming into town.
We picked Florida the other night. We said the other night, Florida is better than people think.
Yep. Defensively, they're pretty good. Now, I think it's going to be a defensive game, and that shows in the point total right now is 47.5. I just think that will be a fun one to watch, too. I know Florida's not ranked, but, people are always skittish about Texas A&M because you're always so excited about them preseason, and then they just, at some point, man, they let you down. Hey, look, Mike Elko, former Duke coach, Coach Bateman, D-line coach, has come here and recruited some. Used to be at Carolina.
That's some good games. That's good. Let me tell you what, though. I'm going to tell you the best game I saw this weekend.
Talk to me.
Grubbs Field.
Coach.
And let me tell you before you get into it, I got something today. I'm going to present this trophy right here. Offensive coordinator of the week in North Carolina. Coach Rhodes, not just because he called a great game, but he made 2 crucial calls at the end of the game. And guess what? They were passes. Hey. So kind of slay off that. Hey, look. But like a lot of times people make one call and hell no. You pass call, touchdown pass to our Division I prospect going to Carolina, Trayshawn Ruffin. This right here, I'm going to slide this right over here because like I told you, when you sometimes you just got to go with what you think. You got to go with what you feel. I told Coach Parker today, you think long, you think wrong. So you must not have thought too damn long because you went boom, boom,
boom, boom.
won the football game.
Hey.
I want to give you a handshake.
Thank you, Coach
and
Bird.
I didn't really see you a lot at North Lenore. I'm sure you done a great job there. But that right there was the winning place.
Hey, thank you, Coach
That's
Bird.
the winning place.
Hey, shout out to all my friends, my family. Couldn't do it without them. Coach Bird, all right, long time critic.
I've not been a critic. I've not been a critic. I've been in his corner.
We appreciate it, Coach Bird. It's a big win for the Rebels, and yeah, it was a tough game. We're excited about it.
Tough game, but hey, tough games. You make tough decisions. And I was proud when I walked out. I didn't let anybody see me. I did like little shit like that. There you go, Brad. Put it in on him. Hey, put it in on him.
Hey,
but who's gonna think 99 is gonna run down the middle? And let me tell you what. He was running fast. You see how fast that was?
That's a stretch.
He was
that's a
stretch. Like a shot of lightning down there. Hey, that's a big win there. It keeps things alive, and I won't talk about it. But I told you 3 teams got a chance to win the conference. I said that beginning of the week. But they ain't nobody got that right there, boy. And that's don't read that. That's 1983.
Nice. That's nice. That's champions right here. Hey, look,
2 big plays, baby.
Anything else?
Texas and they were number 1 and number 2 sometime this year. Boom. Ain't making no playoffs.
Yeah.
Manning, no Heisman. No Heisman.
Yeah. We're gonna see how the game goes this weekend. I think Texas Oklahoma is still worth watching. Tune into that. And yeah.
Well, Texas is gonna win. I mean, they're pretty good, but come on now. But about the Belichick thing, I mean, you can't start bringing the knives out cutting right now. But that tells you how parents just get all involved. I mean, I've been a head coach. You've been a head coach. I've done basketball. Yeah. It ain't high school, baby. No. It ain't high school. If it was high school, everybody could play.
That's right.
But Carolina is a bad program.
Hey.
Did they think they were just going to go just because Belichick come, they're going to be national champions? No. Hell no.
Hey, lay off our guy Bill, okay? Give him some time, or he may tell you to take it and.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He ain't going to put up with that stuff. I mean, he ain't gonna put up with that stuff, but if y'all let him do it and let him get some players in there, it's gonna be all right. Right now, I know my boy Avent Ken is just killing all them Skip and Steve and all them Carolina fans because they were coming in thinking it was gonna be this, and they don't even go shoot pool no more. I go over there and it's just Ken standing there by himself. Won't have nobody come to him.
Coach, you might want to back off a little bit so you can get your boys back in the house.
Hey, fantasy football, I took an L. You got to win.
I'm climbing back, baby. I'm climbing back. Got the only guy with an undefeated record in the league coming up this week. So I need to put together a good strategy.
That's what I got. I'm going to be a giant. Hey, the Cubbies, we're 0-2, baby.
Treya Savage, baby. Pirate.
That's what we're going to say.
Pirate Nation. Hey, 11 Ks. All right, shut down the Yankees. Hey, no hits. What an outing, man. Shout out to Treya Savage and the East Carolina Pirates / Toronto Blue Jays. Baseball's rolling.
Toronto's probably going to be in the World Series. But let me tell you this. Last night, the Cubs and them played, right? And let me let this best man.
This is nice, man.
12 years ago, you might have seen 1 or 2 throwing 100 miles an hour.
How many?
They was 5 pitchers, I think, hit around 100. Ain't no like Coach Park. I mean, that one kid was hit 103, 102, then they bring in another. The Cubs even had a guy throwing. I mean, that's something, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. I don't know if that's due strength or just naturally. I really don't know much about that stuff.
I don't either. I do think that one thing that may be different now, you know, a lot of pitchers take a lot of flack because like Nolan Ryan and all them dudes, they used to like throw complete game after complete game after complete game, and now you got some top end talent that. Hey, they may only be asked to go face 2
that might be the difference, ain't it?
You know,
so
their workload, even though they play a ton of games, their workload may be less, and they do that kind of
right quick, and when I get out here, Monday night last night, the winning touchdown, now listen, Lawrence trips over his guard, falls down, stumbles, falls down again, and then gets up and runs in and scores a touchdown. Hey, down there, what's the big defensive lineman? They're on him today. The Jones, is it
Chris
Jones? He walked the whole thing. He didn't play that last play. I mean, he walked, and they're on him now. But how you going to – he failed twice and then got up and scored.
Well, you might have thought that he was down.
Well, and I think another thing.
I know you play to the whistle, but
Kansas City ain't
also
what
if you touch a quarterback.
Yeah, that's all they had to do is touch him.
Yeah.
Kansas City ain't down. Hey, Kansas City ain't good as they were. When Mahomes is your leading rusher, I don't give a damn. And you see that in college. I think when your quarterback is your leading rusher, I don't think you're going to be real good.
Well, I tell you what, there's 2 undefeated teams going into the NFL this past weekend. The Eagles, I think, and in that right, Pot? The Eagles were undefeated.
And the Bills.
They lost, and the Bills, both of them lost this weekend. So, you know, I think the Bills are legit. I know they lost. I think the Bills are legit. I do think the Eagles are tough again. Just what I've seen.
I think.
And I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you who I like now. I like the Colts.
Yeah,
I like the Colts. I'm not saying they're Super Bowl contenders, but hey, I like where they're at. I think that's awesome. That I like to see when quarterbacks struggle at one place, find them a new home, and then they do it. So, hey, episode 37. Peace.